welcome to the Great British Mickey Waffle show for June 2022. As we celebrate 3 whole years of podcasting madness and so much more, thanks for joining us. And boy, do we have a show and a half this month to celebrate our 3rd anniversary. Joining me in the fun this month, we've got Claire. Hiya, Claire.
Hello, John. I can't believe 3 years. Oh my goodness. It's ridiculous.
Strange. It's so quick.
I know. It's like yesterday.
I'm not quite. We've been through. We've been. Goodness knows. I'm not
We've
even
been
going to
through the
go.
mill.
No,
We've been through the mill a bit.
Go there. Who would have thought?
I had hair when this started.
I was just saying, I don't think we look quite as young as we did 3 years ago. But
No,
we're here.
If we get the lighting and the makeup right, we're all right. We're
Absolutely.
okay.
It can all be fixed in the editing.
Yes.
Yeah. I've also got Peter. Hiya, Peter.
Hello, you all right?
I am very much
Good.
so.
It's
And
33333. What can I say? What can I
3
say that's
is the
not already
magic
been said?
number.
I was going to
Three is
say,
the magic number.
isn't that us 3,333 years old?
Well, you never know. We might be here.
Yeah. And we've got Jill as well. Hiya, Jill.
Hi, and yeah, I can't believe it either. To be fair, though, 2 of those 3 years didn't really exist. They were just a dream we all had, so, you know.
Yeah.
I
The
wish it
strangest thing about that, though, is the fact that our output was even greater during those 2 years
Yeah,
than
I
it
know.
was in the previous one. So, yeah. And we've also got Ben and we've got Becca.
Hello.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah,
It's
look at that.
crazy.
I put my special hat on for the occasion, you know.
I know.
Yeah, it's not going to last long, but I must say. And in true Disney spirit, I think it needs saying that now we're 3, what happens? It's that sort of turning point as a family. We're all now going to have to pay for a Disney ticket.
Yeah.
And
they're
it's
not
going to
cheap.
start costing
They're definitely
us.
not
It's
cheap.
going to start costing us, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
It
so
gets
many
expensive.
so many amazing things, and I've got to say it's been an absolute pleasure to be involved with this, but with you guys and for all the guests that we've had. And I know that I was going to ask you all what's your favourite moment, but actually I started thinking of my own, and I couldn't actually take a whole show all of its own. But
Yeah,
what
I
I would
agree.
but what I would say is a massive thank you to anybody. And I know there's quite a few out there who've listened to every single one, and that is quite the. That is
Clearly
quite
got
the-
nothing better to do with their time.
Either that or we are just that good.
I'd like to think that they're entertained by us twice a month, but you never know. You
I
know.
hope so.
Hopefully. I would have assumed if they weren't enjoying what we're doing, they would have stopped listening. So
Or they've just sort of...
Well, they don't know how to unsubscribe.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the risk.
No,
They're
they
tied
wouldn't
in
do
forever.
that. They wouldn't do that. They would miss out twice a month dose of positivity. I think that's the best thing I can actually describe, and I think that's what's seen a lot of people through the past couple of years, and it's been great. I know, Claire, you've just returned, and I'm not going to spoil the surprise because we're going to do a mid-month show about your trip. Ben
I
and
know.
Becca are about to embark upon another Disney trip.
I know. Can't really believe it,
when
really.
this goes live,
We will be out there.
we will be
You
out
will.
there.
You'll be
In
there.
fact, we will also be doing a Wafflers Wednesday live from Universal on the 1st of June.
That's
Wednesday.
good Disney
That's a bit
planning.
off-brand.
It's a good Disney
Off-brand.
planning.
Wow.
We're going to the dark place down the road, but let's have a little bit different.
Oh, that'd be good.
It's either that or we end up getting a lightning lane for...
Yeah, either that or we might be in
Guardians,
Epcot.
So...
And yeah, I can see what's going to happen there. I really can. We're going to end up doing a live show right from Guardians of the Galaxy.
In the queue.
In the queue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to leave you for a few minutes when we actually get on the ride.
Oh, no, I'm sure we'll manage that. But I tell you what, I'm going to get the show on the road, and this month we're going to start off by putting Peter under the spotlight, fresh from his cooking serenade by Lloyd last month.
Goodness me. Can I just say, if we put Peter under the spotlight, we're going to be blinded by his shirt, I think. A bit concerned by the level of brightness.
This is pale.
I was going to say that,
Tame.
Peter. I think that's quite tame for you.
That's understated.
Yeah.
You want to see my one I got in Africa?
I'm not going to ask where you got that from, but I have to admit, I've seen wallpaper that looks very similar at work.
Yeah, well, yeah.
See, you laugh and giggle, but my dad and some of my other family used to have a tradition. We have a family barbecue, and they used to have a tradition of finding the brightest coloured shirt to wear that day.
Wow.
Don't think they do it anymore.
I like it because I always had to test my sunglasses out that day.
Oh, see, I'm not going with that, Peter. I like a shirt.
Thank you.
Like that. It's one of them things.
I've seen brighter.
I have as well. So, and if you're just listening, you're probably still getting the glow of Peter's shirt anyway. So.
Next time I am wearing my bright shirt.
Yeah.
Your bright shirt. Okay, there you go. That's a challenge for
Wearing my
challenge for
sunglasses.
July.
I'm going to need them now.
Right.
Yeah.
So, are you ready, Peter?
I am. Let's
Excellent.
go.
Here we go. Claire, you're on the first question.
Okay, Peter. Question 1. When did you first step into a Disney park?
In the year 2000, we went to Paris for our 5th wedding anniversary, didn't we?
We did.
We did, and we went to Disneyland Paris for a day. Of course, we got it all wrong. We did no research. We just turned up at the gate and expected everything to fall into place. But we still had a good time. So, yeah, 2000.
And little did you know how much it had cost you from that moment on.
Yeah, you might not have gone if you'd known.
No, this is true. This is true.
I've got the next question. I love this question. Which Pixar character do you most relate to?
Gusto, the chef. Because A, I'm a chef.
Remy.
From
Ratatouille,
from
yeah.
Ratatouille, yeah.
Yeah.
Because A, I'm a chef. B, I'm roughly his size. And C, I just think he's a great character. He's Remy's conscience, isn't he? And I like the idea of being somebody's conscience. Maybe I should be Jimmy the Cricket, but he's not Pixar. So
When you bring out your own range of ready meals, then.
what the microwavable haggis?
Ratatouille.
What's your favourite bathroom?
No. That's a difficult one. It has to be in Disney.
Yeah. Not just generally, Peter.
No,
Not
just
like
like you want at home.
You have to say the one in the London Tube Station.
that's nobody's favourite bathroom.
especially if you put 20p in.
Not
Maybe
someone we
that's-
would have on the show. I don't
Maybe that's continuing the Ratatouille sort of theme a little bit too much, isn't it?
Well, I wondered if it could be Universal, but I'll stick with Disney.
No. Stick to the rules.
Okay.
Says Claire.
With a time machine.
You just wait.
Okay. The Tangled toilets, or at least the male ones,
Yeah.
because we have lots of frying pans across the wall in a frame,
Yep.
and it's just really odd. And I like odd and strange. I'm that kind of person.
I was going to say
So,
the
yeah.
frying chef. So Peter, you're a chef, so
I
the
am,
frying
yes,
pan
so-
comes in
Yeah,
handy.
It's all food,
Yes.
isn't
I
it?
It's all
would
food
want to
related.
use a frying
Food.
pan that had been kept in a bathroom, but there you go.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the next one. What is your favourite Disney mountain?
Hyperspace Mountain in Paris.
That's, I don't think anyone said that one yet.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's I always like that one anyway. Partly because it's a faster coaster and a more exciting coaster, but also because the projections were always quite good. And now that they got the Star Wars theme, the theme is not really to do with it, but they really upgraded the projections and things like that. So it's yeah, that's my favourite. There used to be a similar ride in Blackpool based around that was opened by Doctor Who at the time, which was not as good, and I really liked that. But I do really like Space Mountain in Paris.
I'm not sure I've ever heard Space Mountain be compared to something in Blackpool.
Thing is, I know the ride you're talking about.
No, I'm trying to compare Doctor Who and Star Wars at the same time as well. So
I know. I'm very.
That would be
Let's
cool.
move on.
That would be
I,
cool crossover.
I thought
It's a
Claire was
crossover.
about to. I thought Claire was about to slip into that sort of tourist information sort of extravaganza for the town of Blackpool, but obviously
Welcome
not.
to Blackpool. City of Dreams.
Should we all jump in the TARDIS and head to the next question?
Absolutely.
I think it might be better before Claire says something. She might get some fan mail from Blackpool people from. It's just a bit like getting into trouble with the people of Southport because my mum lives there. Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah, and for anyone who missed that, it was in our mid-month show last month.
Yes.
Go and check it out. Peter, who is your favourite villain and why?
Yzma. Because she's glamorous, she's funny, and she's so scheming it's untrue, and she's just a great foil for the other two. I just think she's fantastic.
I've never
From
thought
Emperor's New
glamorous for a
From Emperor's
cartoon.
New Groove. Yes, she's glamorous.
Scary beyond all.
prefer
isn't it?
Kronk.
Scary.
Yeah.
Well, Kronk's
From
not
that
a villain.
film.
Kronk's a psychic.
No, but he's brilliantly rubbish.
It's a bit special, really.
I think
That's the
I
right
think
word
Kronk
to
is
use.
brilliant.
Yeah.
He's one of my favourite characters of all time.
And again, he's a good chef.
There's a theme here, isn't
Spinach
there?
puffs.
There's definitely an ongoing theme.
Yeah.
No, Yzma, I think he's great, and I really thought they would have kept her song in, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Because she had a
It's
song.
a shame, yeah.
Right, Peter, next question. Which Epcot World Showcase country is your must-do?
Again, that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. Canada.
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't stop myself when someone says that.
I like the contrast in the pavilion because you've got the houses at the front with the red telephone boxes, and that is totally contrasted with the mountain and the waterfall at the back. And I just like that difference and that contrast. I think it's great.
And that lovely, the lovely is it Victoria Garden? I think
The Victoria
Yeah, the
Gardens
front,
are
yes, yes.
beautiful.
which is a little snippet of the Butchart Garden in Victoria in Vancouver Island.
It's
and
so
it really
gorgeous.
does take you there. Having been to Butchart Gardens in Vancouver Island,
Okay.
it is just such a standout part of the whole of Canada for me. And that's a really good call. Like that, Peter.
The gift shop's also quite good in Canada, or it was last time we went.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The gift shop is one of the best in World Showcase.
We got a nice little plushy wolf, didn't we?
We did for my sister
Yeah.
because she was into what is it?
Due South.
Due South.
Anybody remembers Due South?
Yeah.
I remember the Mounties.
Oh, yeah. We all remember that. Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you kindly.
That's the only thing I remember.
I think as well. If they go now, I'm hoping they'll get like Arcade Fire music and extra cowbells and things like that. in the pavilion, that would be wonderful. It really would.
Oh. Right. My next question is similar. What is your favourite land at the Magic Kingdom?
I've had real trouble with this one.
Yeah.
Real trouble. And I'm going to go with Tomorrowland. Because I like quite a few of the rides there. I'm a massive Stitch fan, and Stitch often hangs around there. And yeah, it's just... And I like the way that they have to keep rethinking it. I like the way that
It doesn't last very long.
it doesn't last very long. It becomes Yesterdayland very quickly, so they have
think it's,
It does.
to keep redoing it and rethinking it, and I think it just shows the Imagineer's art.
Yeah. They have to think outside the box.
Yeah,
I think it's redo a new
it's
Imagineering
reduced
thinking.
something. Yeah, they're gonna have to put something in Stitch's Great Escape area.
They are
So,
going to have to put something in there, yeah.
The rumor was it was going to be a
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It
Ralph,
Ralph.
Sugar Rush.
Yeah.
Sugar Rush.
be
and
quite
Wreck-It
cool.
Ralph.
But I don't know
But
whether...
they need to gut it and start again, not
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
reuse the same ride system. That Wouldn't be a lot of
I
fun.
think that's probably all gone and all been ripped out by now.
And,
let's hope so.
and hopefully they leave Carousel of Progress alone.
Yeah.
I think,
They should.
well,
And I
they
know,
want to do
I
that
know
last
it's very
scene.
yesterday, but I tell you what, the minute and hour that leaves Magic Kingdom, it would be such.
No.
a
I don't
shame.
think it'll ever leave Magic Kingdom. I think if they're going to do anything
might just
to
have
it,
updated
they'll
scene.
put an extra 1 or 2 scenes that they'll change. And
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just
update.
change that last scene, surely.
I just
Or add to it.
love the fact that the last scene is just modern life, pretty much. VR,
Oculus and the
Oculus, Alexa, Siri.
Yeah, exactly. It's how
And
we
if
all
you
how we all
can't,
live.
and if you can't figure out the joke with the cooker, you're not really paying attention.
Definitely not. No.
Yes.
It's yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Back to
another
cooking.
Christmas dinner ruined.
more cooking, yes.
Go on, Becca.
So, what's your favourite nighttime parade or fireworks spectacular at Walt Disney World?
I'm gonna go with Holiday Wishes. Because I loved Wishes, but Holiday Wishes just gave it that extra level.
Yep.
And yeah, the differences are interesting.
Yeah.
The differences between Wishes and Holiday Wishes are quite interesting. You do get some fireworks that look like baubles. Yeah. So I'm going with Holiday Wishes.
Handy thing also, because it was in a party, it was
Yeah.
the crowds were less.
Yes, but also the crowds were all up for it, and they were all.
And it
wasn't-
also it had the perimeter fireworks as well.
Yes,
I was going to
Yeah,
say it
exactly.
had perimeter fireworks,
Which-
which makes a massive
Which,
Yes,
if
it does.
yeah, it does, Claire. It's that whole thing where you get a completely different show,
Yeah.
and it's an amazing sight. It really
Yeah.
is, and
You feel
love-
it, not just
bring
see
it
it.
back. Bring
Yeah,
it back.
I loved the song that they played after it as well, while the crowd was moving on. And the last time we were there, I was actually with friends, and I was belting that song out at the top of my voice, walking through the park with them. It was just so
That's
great.
wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay, Peter, what is your favourite restaurant outside the parks?
Again, there is so many. I'm going to be boring and go for Victorian Alberts again. I just love Victorian Alberts. It's brilliant. I would
It's
really
just
love.
about to reopen.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
But I don't think we got the money.
Not this time,
Not
no.
this time.
Okay.
We just spent the money on Genie Plus.
I would love to do the chef's table in Victorian Alberts. Just because you get the chef, it's intimate, it's especially done for you. It's not a general menu; it's a special menu. So yeah, my favourite restaurant, Victorian Alberts.
No, that's a good one. Last question. I think given the theme throughout all the others, I don't think there's any doubt about this one. So, food and wine or flower and garden?
Food and wine, of course. Naturally. Although
Was there ever a choice? That was
Of
it.
course, there's not that much difference between the two these days. But yeah, food and wine. As we said before, last time we did it, we had the special package that they don't do anymore. And it was just so easy to sit there and have people bring food to you instead of
Yeah.
queuing up. And, But yeah, I'm a big foodie, as you all know. So yeah, food and wine.
Excellent.
I'm now
And that's-
hungry. All this talk of food is
I
making
know.
me
I know.
hungry.
I think that's
I
always the
know.
thing, isn't it?
We should have
wait
got
till-
cupcakes. We should have got cupcakes for a third birthday.
Yeah.
Good old
Yeah,
Disney
but-
cupcake.
Peter could have made them for us.
I was more concerned. We've gone through that carousel of questions, and we're getting closer to mine. And I'm nowhere near and knowing the answers to any of those
I was going
questions.
to say, you've got a month, John. Yours is
I
next
know.
month.
I know it's scaring me. It's scared me since we started all of this, and
the
it's scaring
Pixar
me even
question,
more
isn't it?
now.
It's the
It is,
Pixar
yeah,
question.
It is.
It's a horrible question. I didn't know the answer, my answer to the Pixar question until I said it.
Yeah.
I know my answer to that question. It's the other ones I've got an issue with.
I decided not to think about it much and just give my instant answer because that's likely to be
You're
I-
honest.
my
yeah.
my proper answer.
I think that's
Yeah.
exactly it, Peter. I think we've said that to a lot of guests, haven't we, over the
Yeah.
3 years, is the fact that you go with your heart, because actually, it's one of those ones that you get to the right answer when it comes from the
Yeah.
heart. And I think that's where a lot of us come from on all of this. It's the fact that it's a passion that we all share about Disney, and to be able to celebrate 3 years of being able to talk about that passion is such a privilege.
Thank you for listening to the Great British Mickey Waffle podcast. If you want to find out more about us, please check out our website, www.gbmickeywaffle.com, or join our Facebook group, The Waffler's Arms, where you will always receive a very warm welcome and meet with other like-minded Disney fans. If you've missed any of our shows, you can download them from your podcast place of choice, or you can watch them all on our YouTube channel, along with our live Wafflers Wednesday shows too. Join us live on YouTube or Facebook every Wednesday for more waffling. Now, back to the show.
And as you know, in the 3 years that we've been doing this, we have been so fortunate to meet so many different people from throughout the Disney community, either on Facebook or YouTube. And a big thank you to them, because we've been on so many of their shows, and some of them have actually left us a birthday message as well.
Happy 3rd birthday, Wafflers! Congratulations! It's amazing. I love it. Really glad that I found y'all, and I hope to meet each and every one of you in person someday. In the meantime, waffle on.
Hello Wafflers, I'm Jack from DSMI Newscast, and I just wanted to send over a quick message saying a massive congratulations to Ben, Becca, Claire, Peter, John and Jill on their 3-year anniversary of the Great British Mickey Waffle podcast. You've done a great job of representing us Disney Park fans in the UK and talking about the various topics and giving the British take on it, and so here's wishing you all the best for many more years to come.
Happy 3rd anniversary, Great British Mickey Waffle. As you can tell, I'm a waffler from way back, and by way back I mean a mere few months ago. But I had such a great time with you all on that podcast, and I'm wishing you many, many, many happy returns and sending lots of love across the pond. So, hope to see y'all real soon, and waffle on.
Hey everybody, Zach Brown here from The Zach Brown Show and Here with the Magic. Wishing all of you at the Great British Mickey Waffle a very happy anniversary. 3 years is a long time, and a lot has happened in that time. And I'm so thankful that part of that history is my getting to know you guys. You are some very wonderful, special, and silly people, and I am just thrilled that you're doing what you're doing each and every week. You are spreading joy over the pond, 2 hours, and we thank you for that. I am just amazed at the technology that we have in this time, that our friendships can be a reality, that there's really no reason that we should be friends, but in fact that we are. And I'm glad that I've had the opportunity and the great blessing to actually meet a good chunk of you in person, and I can't wait to meet and hug the rest. So please come over, or I need to get over there, one of the two. Either way, I just want to wish you guys a happy anniversary, many, many more. And here's to you. And there's nothing left to say but waffle on.
Hi guys, it's Karen and Neil here from Portwood Travel.
We just wanted to check in and say happy birthday and congratulations to the Great British Mickey Waffle on completing 3 great years with the show.
And we are super excited to see what you've got in store for the next 3 years.
We also are excited to meet up with Ben and Becca for a celebratory drink at Disney Springs next month. Can't wait, guys. So, happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Waffle on!
For our birthday, we thought we would treat you all to the joys, the surprises, the magnificence of all Disney has to offer in order to celebrate a day come true. It has a little bit of a twist in true Waffler style though, as we're about to unveil the perfect way to celebrate our very own day at Disney for every single price range. In order to keep this fair, Claire made the draw, and if anyone missed Sir Rod Stewart's efforts at the Scottish Cup, I can assure you this one was just as hilarious.
Take your time. Number 4, Dunfermline Athletic.
We've all been drawn with a budget, and hopefully what follows will help you plan your next trip, dream of what could be, or simply enjoy a giggle at the at the look of the draw, because I tell you one thing, we laughed our socks off as the draw was made. So I'll tell you what, where should we start? Let's dream big and go with an unlimited budget, believe that or not, and your dream date at Disney. Ben, it's over to you for that one.
Do you know what? I was going to say this is difficult, but the problem is I keep overthinking it, and there's more things. When you go on Disney's website and you think, okay, I'll add this. You can't fit it all in one day. We struggled when we were at 2 weeks, actually trying to cram everything into one day of what you want to do. So I've tried to spend a lot of money, but also look at all the things that I would like to do in the future as well. So to start off my birthday, has anyone heard of, was it Disney Floral and Gifts?
Yes.
So Disney can provide, obviously at a cost, to have your room decorated and things arrive. So I've decided to go for the Pluto's birthday basket. So it's for $275. You've got...
Is that all?
This is the start. So
I'm just imagining like a dog bed in your room.
I chose Pluto because there was no option for Mickey or Minnie.
What do you get in the basket?
Okay, so
Are you sure it doesn't come under pet enhancements?
Bit of dog hair thrown around. And Hooper Scooper.
Maybe they introduced this, you know, when they allow pets to stay in the hotels.
Oh, you can have rent a dog for the day. That's a perfect.
Oh, that would be cute.
Okay, so
I tell you what, at that price, you could buy a dog.
Just in this basket is a designed Pluto collapsible storage bin, a black felt character tag for the storage bin, personalisation available, a Celebrate banner, a 15-inch Pluto plush, birthday card autographed by Pluto, happy birthday pin, popcorn ear hat, candy bag, and 2 standard round Disney character balloons. So,
for how much?
$275.
Bargainous. It's a bargainous.
Plus tax.
Wow.
So
No.
once we've had the room set up and that's arrived first thing,
This
then
would be a room that you're not actually going to be in all day.
I know, but
Doesn't matter. He's got an unlimited budget.
It's true. So I'm going to one of my favourite places for breakfast, Steakhouse 71.
Yeah.
So it's only $47 for.
Wow.
So it's actually not particularly expensive. And to tell you what I'm going to have is a fresh fruit plate and pastries, the Steakhouse Feast, which is eggs Benedict, scrambled egg, bacon, sausage, Mickey-shaped waffle, bacon cheddar grits, breakfast potatoes, and fresh fruit. I'm having 2 lots of fruit there.
Oh, you're hungry?
Yeah.
And
He's not
very
eating the
healthy,
rest
too
of the
much
day.
fruit.
And to go with it, speciality character drink. Okay. So, as we know before Magic Kingdom opens, which is probably about 9 o'clock, there's a Capture Your Moment photo package. So, and it's an add-on to your photo pass. So you can reserve a 20-minute session that captures the fun and excitement of your special day, is the official term from Disney. And you can book 2 back-to-back. So I've decided to go for 40 minutes for $158.
Okay.
So we've only got to 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Good time management so far.
I know. It's 9:30, and we're going to do the 5-hour walking tour that is Keys to the Kingdom.
Yay!
Yeah, that's a good call.
So, and that's only $114 per person. So
That's a bargain.
I can't wait to do that. We've not yet done that, and if we're ever out there on my birthday or anniversary, I think we'll have to give that a go.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. So once I've had the 5-hour walking tour, which, if I remember rightly, includes lunch or a small lunch at the end.
Yep.
Not that you'll need it.
No, I don't know.
With that breakfast.
5 hours walking at Magic Kingdom, I'm going to need something. But I want to go
New
on.
feet, possibly.
Yeah. I could just hire a wheelchair, it'd be fine. No, an ECV and decorate it for my birthday.
No. Don't get me started. I am saying nothing more on the subject of ECVs.
It's an unlimited budget. I could buy my own.
I get into trouble every single time that I start on that subject.
So there's a lot of attractions that I'd like to do, and I'm not going to waste any time queuing. And instead of going for Genie Plus, I'm going to buy individual lightning lanes, which are up to $15 each, I think, in the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
So I'd rather buy an individual lightning lane, to get to the front of the queue, try and get a few rides in as I can, and I'm not too fussed as long as I get to meet Mickey on my birthday.
Oh.
So once I've had enough time in Magic Kingdom, obviously doing a tour, doing a few rides, meeting Mickey, I want to go on the Grand One yacht. So $480 per hour, and for food, it's an extra $80 per person. So, and I've got that for 2 hours, just to pass in the late afternoon. And then it's off to the Enchanted Rose for some drinks. We're joined by friends. A lot of money, I think, will be spent here. And then...
Is it a free bar?
Well, Ben's budget's unlimited, so he's paying.
That is true.
Excellent.
Am I invited?
Yes.
Everyone's invited.
Everyone's
He said
invited.
friends, Claire. So
Everyone's invited.
So, after spending a few hours on the Grand One yacht, fireworks are at a funny time of 9:20, which makes no sense. And I'm going to make sure that we can all watch the fireworks from the train station. Because I think it's a nice, secluded place that I think you can just...
Wait, you can hire out the train station?
I hope you can.
Cool.
So that...
With an unlimited budget, you can hire anywhere you like, Becca.
Yeah, Disney will bend over backwards for you to.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what you
take
can
your
hire.
dollars
'cause
from you.
You must have just hired out Magic Kingdom.
That
can't be done. Yeah.
You've missed a trick here.
I know.
Becca is better at spending money than you are.
But this is my birthday.
course.
This is what I want
This
to
is a
do.
good point. This is your birthday. If I had an unlimited budget, I don't know what I'd do with it because I didn't have an unlimited budget for this.
But after the fireworks, staying there until park close, just being one of the last people in the park. Obviously, I'm tired by this point, but I'm still hungry. So going back, getting a minivan, which is coming back this summer, back to
All the time travelling in Claire's TARDIS.
no, back to the hotel, which is Grand Destino Tower, and we're going to Three Bridges. So roasted corn dip, the Three Bridges signature burger, churros, and Angry Orchard cider, and is all $50 just for me. So, and I'll pay for anyone who's coming along.
The curry hummus. Don't miss the curry hummus.
Okay, I will add that to
Curry
this.
was not. The Jaguar curry was quite nice as well.
So my total is $1,774.
Okay.
So,
That's
Not
quite
including all the,
conservative.
not including all the money he spent buying everybody else drinks and food.
Tell you what, if I'd had the unlimited budget, I'd have smashed it.
You would have been like me and hired out Magic Kingdom.
well, it's one of those things. When you looked at like the VIP tours, it's very difficult to try and actually get pricing of them without
yeah.
sort of inquiring. It's probably customized how many people and but that's how I would
I
celebrate
think
my
they kind of
birthday.
customise the pricing of that depending on how big a celebrity you are as to how many zeros they put after
you're
each,
right, John.
each cost item, isn't it?
If they know that you're Lewis Hamilton, they're going to charge you lots of money.
Yeah.
If they know that you're a waffler, they're going to charge you lots of money.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope not. We've never heard of you, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
join the back of the queue.
Oh, Ben, what a great way to start that off. Goodness, that's setting the standard, and actually not spending that much money in the bigger scheme of things. I think you could have gone way over the top on that. So, anyway, next out of the draw, as drawn by Claire, not Sir Rod Stewart, was Becca with a sizable $500 budget. Go on, Becca. How are you celebrating your birthday?
Quite well, I think. I need to title this up as I go because I forgot to do it.
You're hoping you're in budget.
Here's to hoping.
Have we got the first?
This is what I like. Becca's already spent all your money there, Ben. So that's even better. Yeah.
Always.
I had unlimited budget, but I've given you
Always.
some to you apparently.
Yeah, £500 of it. So, I'm starting my day at Animal Kingdom, and I'm going to be doing the capture the photo moment as well. I'm only going to be doing 20 minutes though, because I don't have an unlimited budget. So for 20 minutes, it is $79. So I'm thinking nice at the back of the Tree of Life, down one of the Discovery Island. The Discovery Island Trails is a nice little area. And then I'm going for breakfast at Tusker House. Bit of characters, unlimited buffet. Should set me up nicely for the day. That is $42. Then I'm going to go on the Caring for Giants tour and feed some of the giraffes and see some of the elephants. I think it's about 2 hours long, that one, but it's also a really nice price. It's only $35, so it's quite a nice one. I would do the Wild Africa check, but I don't like heights, so.
And isn't it like $300?
It's also about $300, so that would be the majority of my budget.
I think the Caring for Giants tour looks amazing, actually.
Yeah,
Becca. I think
does.
it looks really good
It
value.
does.
So
Yeah.
It's definitely on my list of things I want to do in general. Then I'm going to grab a lightning lane for Flight of Passage. And is the safari on the lightning lane as well?
I think you can go like
So I'm probably going to get the safari, lightning lane safari as well.
say $30.
I'm going to say $30. I don't think the safari one is that expensive, but I can't remember how much it is off the top of my head. And then I'm heading over to Disney Springs for lunch at the boathouse.
Very nice.
duck, duck.
So I'm budgeting. I haven't decided exactly what I'm having off the menu. Unlike Ben, who went through everything and budgeted everything. So I'm budgeting about $100 for that.
Sounds like a great lunch.
It does. So it should be, starter, main, pudding, couple of drinks, ish. And then I'm going to do I'm going to wander around Disney Springs and do some window shopping and not buy anything, or maybe buy a couple of pins, but who knows. Then I am hopping over to Magic Kingdom for the rest of the evening. I'm not buying anything. I might buy a snack there, a snack or two, maybe $10 or so. Probably a citrus swirl and a Coke.
It's our tradition.
It's our tradition. Maybe a coffee. And I'm just going to do the queues. I'm going to do the queue for some rides and I'm going to watch the fireworks in Main Street. And then I am heading over to Coronado Springs. And I'm going to go and have a charcuterie board and some drinks and Dahlia Lounge.
Oh, nice.
And again, I didn't get actual numbers off of the menu, so that's probably going to be anywhere between 50 and 100, depending on what I'm having and how much I'm having. And so that's everything.
Wow.
Cool.
That's really
That's busy
good.
day.
That's really
Grandestino's getting a lot of love.
I love
It
Grandestino
is.
Tower.
Yeah.
Loved Free Bridges, and we didn't do Dahlia Lounge last time, but we did the restaurant. And
We did Toledo.
I'd rather go back
Yeah,
to.
okay.
I'd rather go back
did
and do
Dahlia.
Dahlia Lounge.
It's nice, isn't it?
It looks amazing.
Dahlia's nice.
So I was under budget as well.
Well, there
$396.
Excellent. Well done,
So
Ben.
you could spend at Disney Springs.
So I probably
Yeah.
am actually paying maybe $100
Yeah.
worth of stuff at Disney Springs as well.
How much is a Dooney and Burke?
More than that, unfortunately. It's about 200.
You get a lounge fly. Get a lounge
Get a lounge fly.
Yeah.
You can just get a couple of t-shirts and a mug.
I feel like we're on The Price is Right. This is like
Did.
Come on down.
Leslie Crowther.
Yeah.
500 budget. Come on down.
Is it the mountain climber?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember
dear,
that. Oh
Good
my
grief.
life, how old do I feel?
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, me and Ben remember it as well.
Well,
We're
there you are,
much
so I
younger
can't
than
be that
you.
much.
Yeah.
Oh. This is the moment it all went wrong.
This is the party we're all tuning in for.
You know that bit on a birthday party where like somebody gets either too sort of
And starts being
and
rude to
start-
people.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone's
And
had
it
too many ducks.
Starts
Yeah.
a big
Not me.
family feud, things like that.
Is this the end of our 3 years?
Too funny.
I didn't mean it like that.
Becca, I know you didn't mean it like that.
I'll get your coat, Becca. You're all right.
Should we move on?
I think we're better.
So whoever the next
Anyway.
person is, are they staying at Grandestino? That's all I want to know.
Well, I'm next, and actually, I would say that the draw was quite kind to me. I'm left with the $200 birthday. Now, I've kind of omitted quite a significant part of this because I've not even thought about where we're staying or anything like that. But it's very similar to Ben's. And I was, and this is where you can sort of really. This probably sums me up to a T in a way. So Ben's spending over $1,000, and I've got it down to under $2. Not $2, $200.
$100, yes.
Because I'm gonna start my day with Keys to the Kingdom tour, and I've got to say, having done it myself, and had my younger children in their younger years spend their days doing whatever they did with my wife around Magic Kingdom, and I went on this tour on my own, and I still feel really guilty for it. And actually, the next time we go to Magic Kingdom, both the kids are going to be old enough to go and do this. So this is going to be a must-do, because it is such a magnificent tour. It is just one of those things that you actually, like Ben said, $114 prior to paying tax. It really it is such a fabulous trip, and you go around Magic Kingdom, and I'm not going to give any spoilers out, by the way. I would hasten to add, and your tour guide will take you through the finer details, and obviously you get the behind the scenes bits as well. And I'm gonna say no more about it, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's not done it. It is just the most wonderful way of spending a day, and I think there's other trips which take you into all 4 parks. I don't think it's as good a value for money, but also I think just purely for Keys to the Kingdom, it's wonderful. So that's where I would start the day. And as I came out, I would have to leave Magic Kingdom, take a left, head to the Contemporary, and then do something that I was very fortunate, and I've got to say this, a big massive thank you to friends and to my family as well, because we actually, for my last significant birthday, 21 obviously, we went to the Contemporary, and we rented a sun tracker pontoon boat. And this is one of the little things that you can do. They go from Wilderness Lodge, Contemporary, Grand Floridian, and it's $45 for half an hour. And so, being that sort of type person that everybody knows I am, this is actually the most amazing thing, because you actually get to enjoy sailing your own boat around the Seven Seas Lagoon and Bay Lake. You can then go and have that little sort of that time and space, and then obviously don't put your lagoon in front of your pontoon in front of the ferry as it's coming across from the ticketing and transportation, because some of the staff get a little bit shirty with you. But
Sounds like a challenge.
But it's an amazing ability to go and see certainly the hotels from a different perspective, to see Magic Kingdom from a perspective that you've had from the ferry, but also with the ability to actually just position yourself so you can get some decent pictures. It's a brilliant thing to do, and actually it's remarkably cheap. And if you go in maybe as 2 families, as we did, it was something I knew nothing about, and I've got to say it was such a standout for my birthday, and I've got to say a massive thank you to everyone who organised that for me. But that would be on my list, and really to curtail my day, because I would probably do that for the afternoon, and then I would just jump on the monorail from Contemporary, pop round to the Grand Floridian, and unfortunately, Ben, since I don't have the unlimited budget, I'd have to buy a cocktail for me missus, because actually she's the one in the background who sort of keeps quiet when I'm doing all of this stuff online, and I owe her umpteen cocktails for the 3 years that we've been doing this, but also I'll be able to drink just one or 2 Angry Orchards at only $8.75, because I'm currently under budget by about $40. So $40 just sitting in the Grand Flow, just watching the world go by, just observing, and then just taking in that little bit of Disney magic, and that to me, in the Enchanted Rose, would just be a perfect way of just sort of just chilling out. And I know I've said it before, and I will, since it's our 3rd birthday, I would just say it again: the slower you do Disney, the the more the magic comes back to meet you. And it is such a wonderful thing. So if you breathe it in, take your time, just have a beer, just watch people passing by. And I've got to say that whole lobby area, the Grand Floridian, is just such an amazing place to just sort of, you get the scent of the place, you get the noise of the place, and if you're really lucky, you know, I think in a trip gone by, we used to watch the band in there, which was amazing.
It's a pretty majestic place, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
But for under $200, that's my day.
Yeah,
I've not
that's
included
pretty
any
good.
food because actually I'd probably do that on the way back to the villa or back to the hotel and do something dead cheap and nasty.
Something like Taco Bell.
As my kids would tell you, once we get into Disney parks, food's the last thing on certainly on my sort of radar. And also with Keys to the Kingdom, you do get your lunch included.
You do.
And when
I was
did
going to
it,
suggest Hooters to you, John, but you've got the kids, so.
no, we don't do that.
Those boys are old enough to go to Hooters, trust me.
I know, right? Yeah.
They'll be there before John.
Yeah, they will. Yeah,
I'll be waiting outside.
We'll see you there, Dad.
Yeah. I'm not going there. Anyway, Peter, you've got the options up to $100.
I have. Okay. I am thinking outside the box. I am being rebellious. I am also carrying on the theme from my Carousel of Questions.
More food!
More food! Hey! I have $100. So what I have decided to do is start at the TTC and have one course and a drink in each of the monorail hotels.
Oh, great
Excellent.
idea.
I like that.
Because I was thinking, how can I get a bit of luxury into this? And I've only got $100. Well, while I'm at these monorail hotels, I can sit down and take in the atmosphere and imagine staying there, you know, and just let the luxurious atmosphere blend into me. And yeah, you know what I mean. So, the first hotel we come to is, going from the TTC, is
Polynesian.
Polynesian. So I wave to the Tiki God as I go through, and I go to the Tambu Lounge. And at Tambu Lounge, I'm having the pot stickers, because I really like that sort of thing. And of course, you've got to have a Lapu Lapu in a pineapple. It just has to happen.
Has to be done.
It just has to be done. So then I'll wave goodbye to the Tiki God after.
It'll take you about an hour to drink that lappy. They're massive things.
And I will catch the monorail to
The Grand Floridian.
Grand Floor. I'll wave at John. Hello, John.
Apparently you share a birthday.
Hello from the lobby.
And I'm going to the Grand Flow Cafe, where I'm having miso glazed salmon, and I'm pairing that with a Fess Parker Orlando Riesling, a nice glass. And after that, have a wander round, say hello to John again, and just take in the atmosphere of the Grand Flow. And then we jump back on the monorail. And what's the next one?
The Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom.
And what's the next hotel? Contemporary, thank you. Okay, I'm going to Steakhouse 71 to say hello to Ben. Hello, Ben. And I'm having the Steakhouse 71 chocolate cake.
15 layer cake.
Dessert.
That is a very nice cake.
And I'm having a peach French 75 cocktail to round off the day.
Wow.
And that gives me $95.
All I can say about that cake,
Yeah.
the alcohol content in there is quite noticeable.
I am.
It's a very nice cake.
Yes. So I believe I am going to try it when we go.
Yeah.
So that leaves me $5 left, and I'm going to give that to a waiter or something, because what I'm going to do finally is, as I've not gone to the right restaurants, I can't use the balconies. So, but there are other places where you can see the Magic Kingdom fireworks from.
Yeah.
At the Contemporary. So
lovely.
I'll find somewhere and finish the night with the Magic Kingdom fireworks.
Excellent.
That's lovely.
I'm loving this, guys, because this is such a different way of looking at how you could plan a holiday and certainly plan a birthday. Jill, you're on $50. What did you come up with?
Yeah, this was a challenge. Now, obviously, we'd all agreed that, we already had park tickets, so we didn't have to pay for those. We didn't have to pay for any transport.
Me to the picture of it.
And we weren't including tax and gratuities, so that's all fine. I am going to start the day in my hotel room with a nice breakfast of all the leftovers I've got in the fridge from Publix runs, desserts I haven't eaten. There's probably half a Gideon's cookie still in there.
That'll last you most of the day.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll have a nice big breakfast without spending any money. And then we will go to one of my two favourite parks, and probably the one that has the best food options, so that is Epcot. I'm going to spend the day, basically, spend the morning wandering round what isn't Future World anymore, but I can't get my head around what it is now. World of Construction, but obviously by the time I get there, it will be utterly beautiful and pristine and have lots of things to wander around. So I'll do that. I'll meet some characters, I'll do some rides, and then it'll be time for lunch. Now, for lunch, I'm going to go to Space 220 Lounge. Okay, so just the lounge. And in the lounge, I'm going to have a light lunch because I don't want to be too full to enjoy my afternoon. So I'm going to have the Astro Deviled Eggs for $12. And to wash those down, I will have a Stratosphere Strawberry Lemonade, which is actually an alcoholic drink. It is a cocktail. And the Astro Deviled Eggs are $12 and the Stratosphere Strawberry Lemonade is $16. I am also going to wear a big birthday button, and I'm going to drop the fact that it's my birthday into all my conversations in the hope that someone will bring me a free dessert. Because that very often happens in a Disney restaurant. So hopefully I have my free dessert and then enjoy the views of space. And then come back down to Earth, and so far I've spent $28. So then I start wandering around World Showcase, going on some favourite rides and exploring various pavilions. And later in the afternoon, I feel like a little bit of a snack and a chill. So I'm going to go to L'Artisan des Glaces in France, and I'm going to get an ice cream macaron sandwich. And those are $7. So I'll have that to cool off. And then that takes my running total up to $35. Now, after more wandering around World Showcase, it gets to the evening and it gets time for dinner. And I'm going to go to Waffler's favourite, Katsura Grill, where I'm going to have chicken teriyaki. And I'll just have tap water to drink. It's fine, Don't need any more speciality drinks. Chicken teriyaki's $13. And once I've enjoyed that, I can watch Harmonious from my vantage point in Japan and end the day having spent $48.
Wow.
That's fun.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
I love that you've got Space 220 in there as well.
Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got more food in there than I put in my day. I must admit. I
was going to say, John, were you dieting that day?
No, I think I might tell the kids we might need another $50.
Bring some snacks.
I heard that. Rude. You can't afford to have hangover when you're on holiday because you can't actually afford. What was it? $8.75 for a cider. So certainly
you can't afford to drink enough to get a hangover.
It curtails your your thoughts of having even one too many.
And drinking around the world's got so much more expensive.
So that's why Disney's a great holiday if you're trying to detox. It's a perfect place to go.
It certainly is,
you end up doing lots of walking everywhere.
Lots of walking. You can't afford to have a drink. It's perfect.
And there's free ice water everywhere you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, I need a drum roll at the very best here, but for regular listeners and viewers, we've kept the best until the very last. And we all know Claire's love of fine dining, fine hoteling, if that's a word, fine drinks, fine everything.
Finery.
Claire drew her own card out of the hat. And actually, I think she may have found this more of a challenge than any other. No challenge, no pressure, Claire. But actually, I actually think you're going to show everyone that your birthday celebration is actually the best of all. It costs next to nothing. And you're on less than $10 to celebrate your birthday at Disney. Now, if you are currently driving, it might be an idea to stop, get a pen and a bit of paper, because actually this could be a really cheapskate way of treating your other half to a nice day at Disney. I'm taking notes.
I am too.
Anything to add? You might have guessed.
Oh,
Go on,
my
Claire.
goodness.
Less than 10,
This
and I'm
is
still
so difficult.
I'm still laughing that you drew yourself out for this
bet you
one.
are. I bet you are. It just shows that it wasn't rigged in any way. It was a truly random
it was
draw.
brilliant.
So, as Jill said, there were a few assumptions we made, some rules. One was that we were staying on site potentially. We already had park tickets, and I'm going.
Hang on a minute.
clearly...
You're not rewriting the rules now, are you? Because this
I'm
is
not
what you
rewriting
normally,
any rules.
This is
no.
what you normally
This is what
do. This is what you normally do. You rewrite the rules just before.
I've just had a
before you
thought.
start.
I'm not rewriting the rules. I'm clarifying the rules.
Claire, you haven't added a time machine so you can go back to when exchange rate is better.
No. There is no time machine involved today.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm staying on site, and I have a UK park ticket, and that's important because it includes park hopping.
Yeah.
And the first thing I asked Jill said, going to make sure I've got my birthday button on. Make sure I've got my big badge that says it's my birthday, just in case anyone wants to throw some pixie dust my way.
Hang on. I'll put my hat on.
Get your hat on.
Hat on. There we go.
There you go.
I'm not going to wear streamers.
Need that. You need that. That's it.
And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my resort mug and make sure I've got it full before I go out. So I'm going to fill my resort mug up at the resort of a drink.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I've done. But I'm going to start my day probably around lunchtime, maybe early afternoon. Have a little lie-in at the hotel, have a swim maybe, and then I'm going to head over to Fantasia Golf and have a round of golf, because on a UK ticket that is included, so it is free. So I'm going to go and have a round of mini golf, try and improve my score. It's important to try and to improve that when you're there.
Sorry, Claire.
Competitive Claire.
Claire, can I ask which course?
So I personally would probably go for the Fantasia course, just because I want to have some fun. No, John, I agree with you.
I'm going to go with the fairways one, because
the fairways is excellent.
It starts a battle in our house every
and that's
every
that's
single
exactly
time.
why. That's exactly the reason why I didn't choose the fairways, because I'm on my own, and it's no fun to beat everyone when you're on your own. So
no, it's not.
I'm going to go with Fantasia. And then after I finish the mini golf, I'm going to walk over the road and walk round to the Swan. Have a little look round the new Swan hotel and walk round to Crescent Lake. By this point, I'm going to wander around the boardwalk. It's going to start to sunset. It's going to late afternoon. It's got that gorgeous golden hour over Crescent Lake. So I'm going to wander all the way around, taking in the yacht club and the beach club and the boardwalk. And when I get to the boardwalk, I'm going to have a stop at some really nice little spot to stand and to sit and have some beautiful views. I'm going to nip into Boardwalk Bakery because I'll be a bit peckish. And I am going to choose a key lime tart from the Boardwalk Bakery at the cost of $4.99. And the other thing you can do, because the boardwalk is just there, you can refill your resort mug. So I will get another drink for free.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to stand around Crescent Lake, maybe have a seat for half an hour, just taking in that golden hour around the lake. It's so pretty. I'm going to nip into International Gateway, into the back of Epcot. And because of the time of year, I'm going to enjoy the Flower and Garden Festival. I'm going to take in the Butterfly House. It's so beautiful. And spend a good half an hour in there, look at all the topiaries. And then I'm going to wander around to the front of the park and have a sit and enjoy Beacons of Magic on Spaceship Earth. The music's incredible, the lighting, sit by the fountain, just enjoy that fountain view and the gorgeousness of Spaceship Earth in the evening. So when I've done that, I'm going to jump on the monorail. I'm going to have a little monorail jaunt over to the Magic Kingdom. And when I get to the Magic Kingdom, I'm going to wander up Main Street. I'm going to stop at the Main Street Bakery. I'm going to grab, you'll see a theme in terms of the food because it's stuff I like, a lime frosted coconut bar for the cost of $3.49. And they're quite big. It's enough to share, but that's not necessary. I'm going to find my spot on Main Street and I'm going to enjoy Enchantment fireworks because they're fairly epic. And then I'm going to just hang around, mooch about Magic Kingdom, enjoy the Kiss Goodnight, and then head back to my resort. So there you are. I spent $8.48. I've played golf. I've been to 2 parks. I've had food and drink.
And as you're playing golf on your own, you won as well.
Right?
Yeah.
So there you are. There's my day for under $10.
And you didn't have anyone forcing you to see Impressions de France either.
No Impressions de France. No food that I don't like. And I just, and all the things that are nice, just taking in those moments of gorgeous scenery and where the lighting catches things beautifully, whether that be Crescent Lake in the sunset or the front of Epcot and Enchantment. You don't have to have an unlimited budget to have a good day. Just saying.
You don't.
It helps, but
you don't. And I think I don't know if I had the unlimited budget, being really truthful, how different my day would look.
No, I'm with you on that.
If I really truly think about the stuff that I enjoy, I'm not sure it would look that much different.
Yeah.
I'm totally with you on that, Claire. I actually think it's when you put your mind to it, and it actually is using not just your ticket, but actually using your imagination a little, and actually just seeing exactly how you can actually get a cheaper day in Disney, in a range of Disney parks. And I've got to say, I think that's where a lot of people will spend extortionate amounts of money because they think that that's what they have to do, and you don't, because actually it is that whole thing about planning ahead and actually just being in a place that you love and just absorbing it all.
It reminds me of our first few episodes where we did our 4-part challenge.
Yeah,
where we just looked into going into detail of which you can still do.
Or the Valentine's Day out, what can you do that isn't going to cost you a fortune, but is still going to give you those moments of joy, those excitement, the things that are going to tick your emotional boxes, which is, let's face it, why we all keep going back. It's not necessarily to throw yourself off every roller coaster, it's just to feel the enjoyment of being there.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah. So there you are. I can do it. I don't have to have lots of cash. I managed $8.48. I has change to spare.
Wow.
Pay for the toll on the way back to the airport.
52p.
Yeah. Do you know something? I'm really intrigued as to how maybe other people would spend their birthday at Disney. So maybe that's something we can put in the Waffler's arms.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't think we can all go unlimited, unfortunately. But I actually think, Claire, yours is the one where a lot of people really need to recognise where some of those amazing experiences can be had for not a lot of money. And I think it would that again, like I said to start with, I think it would help in the planning of people's holidays.
Yeah, because we all know prices have increased, whether it's been tickets, whether it's food, lots of other things. But you don't have to spend the money.
You don't. You really don't. And if you're clever and use things like your resort mug and the fact that you get free water everywhere and whatever you get free with your ticket, and also be prepared to walk. You don't need to get an Uber if you can get free transportation. If you're staying on site, you can get from place to. You might have to think about it, but actually take the adventure, take the opportunity to explore different places. I think there's so many things that we we miss? And there was lots of options when I was doing this. There were so many options. Do I go to Wilderness Lodge and get the boat over to Magic Kingdom? Do I get the Skyliner? No, I don't get the Skyliner because I don't do heights. But, or do I go to Disney Springs and get the boat to the riverside? There was so many things that are incredible experiences to enjoy at certain times of the day as well.
I think you've hit
and
upon
they're
something
free.
there.
Yeah.
They're free.
Yeah.
That free Disney transportation, be it the Wilderness Lodge boat or even the Grand Floridian boat into Magic Kingdom, is such an amazing boat ride. But also the Skyliner, and I know I know that the Skyliner is an issue for you, Claire.
No.
But you could actually while away a couple of hours just
exactly
in the magic of that.
And incredible views.
Didn't we do that Skyliner chat a couple of years ago where we spoke about that dining challenge?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where would we eat
I think
each
we should
stop?
do a monorail one as well at some point.
There's a thought, Becca. There's a thought.
What I thought somebody would do and nobody has done is, well, what happens in a hotel lobby?
I don't know, Peter. What happens in a hotel lobby?
Depends which hotel lobby you're in.
It really does.
So Wilderness Lodge has all the hidden Mickeys for you to go around.
Yeah, the scavenger hunts and stuff, isn't there?
And all sorts of things you can do for free.
Yeah. I have to say, I did consider going to the Wilderness Lodge and going to the marshmallow toasting down by Geyser Point.
Yep.
There's so many. And watching a movie Under the Stars at the Beach Club. There's so many things you can do. But I had to curtail it to just a few.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we do actually have something in common because I did celebrate my birthday at WDW on our first trip, and I did go to Fantasia Gardens and play.
Did you win?
Golf.
Did you win?
I did actually.
Oh well,
It's
not a competition, but
winning is everything. Second is nowhere.
Fantasia is my favourite film, so yeah.
It is
winner
a competition.
Of nothing.
Yeah.
It is a competition when I'm playing. Yes, it is.
Yeah, too right.
I'm a competitive type.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you know something? From Ben's unlimited budget, there's actually, I think there's something there for everyone. And I know there'll always remain that simple dream of an unlimited trip and the ideas and everything like that. But actually, some of those sensible budget parts are actually more inspiring for so many people's trips. So that has been absolutely brilliant to see. And I think as well, I'm going to have to now go and click on a few different things to see what I can plan for my next trip as well. But as we're all celebrating and hopefully giving you inspiration for your trip, we've still got plans for the next year of waffling. So as always, thank you for joining us. As a listener on your podcast or a viewer on YouTube, we appreciate you always joining us twice a month, and also on our live Wafflers Wednesdays on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Thank you for listening to the Great British Mickey Waffle. We'd really love to hear from you, and you can find us at GB Mickey Waffle on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or you can email us at waffleon@gbmickeywaffle.com. There are many ways that you can support us, and the easiest way is to leave us a rating or review on your podcast app. And why don't you share the show with your friends too? Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel and subscribe for even more waffle.
So, as always, until the next time, waffle on!
Waffle on!